the operational view to our Aegis technology, and when combined with the Aegis cornerstones, generate the capability that today's generation sailors and employers prevail in combat. His focus and leadership ensures that Aegis advances at the speed of relevance while preserving the rigor our warfighters demand. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Admiral Kilby.
So thank you. Well, it's good to be here. I'm going to take a little bit of time because I think it's important to honor the man. So let's think about this. We have over 101 Aegis ships that have served in this United States Navy. That is incredible. I know of no other combat system with a history like the Aegis program. I was at the Harvey C. Barnum Jr. commissioning, and that was fantastic for the legacy for that Medal of Honor winner, and seeing everyone on the pier was awesome. From the Middle East to the Gulf of America to the South China Sea, our Aegis fleet is crushing it. Since 2023, all the things that have happened, beyond my wildest imagination, my wife has always told me that I'm not in her wildest imagination. But in my wildest imagination, I spent all my time training to do the mission that our ships are executing every single day flawlessly. It is really quite a testament to the man. No other combat system in the world matches it. No other combat system. Let's talk a little bit about Admiral Rickover. You know, he's in the pantheon with people like Admiral Rickover, like Admiral Rayborn. He was a relentless naval officer, was an XO, turned down command to become a steep expert in combat systems. He was a fire control officer, a delivery officer, then an ordnance engineering duty officer. And his idea led to instantiation of first on the Northern Sound, and then the Aegis program as we know it. And he had some principles, right? He took a new combat system and built it on the Screws class hull. And then he took a new hull and he put an Aegis combat system on it with the first ship that Admiral Morgan commanded, DDG-51. It's incredible. Build a little, learn a little, test a little, learn a lot, clearly a legacy. He has an example of a life of service. He never stopped serving our Navy or our program. John Hill, standing in front of me, who commanded the Missile Defense Agency, remarked that he was maybe the last active duty person mentored by Admiral Meyer. I challenge that. I think it was you and me. So we were in the Aegis B&B program together. And you would show up to your office one day, and there would be a little yellow slip of paper that said you have an appointment with Admiral Meyer today at 1500. And you'd go into those meetings, which were awful, 3 hours long, and Flo would excuse himself for a head break, but not give you the opportunity or the pleasure. And he wouldn't stop till he was done. I remember having a picture of my ship when I was in Command of Russell. We went up and did an exercise called Northern Edge, and I got $8,000 from my surf pack to go with a pilot take my ship on a glacier tour. And we did. We spun the ship around in front of Hope Bay Arm, took a picture of the glacier in the background, and in my next life, about 6 months later, I found myself at a program review with Admiral Meyer. And that picture came up by some test engineer, and man, it was not fun. He said, "Who is that cowboy that took my ship down that glacier?" He served, and then after that interchange, saw a smoking pile of ash on the floor, which was me. Here's a privilege. I was in the room at 3 in the morning in the Missile Defense Agency when we completed the Operation Burnt Frost. His combat system, re-engineered in 6 short weeks to shoot down the failed satellite to protect the nation or some other nation from it falling in their backyard. And it was a privilege to be in the room with him. He was a huge personality. He blew through bureaucracy like a hot knife through butter. He was a maverick, and he was passionate about our business. He was a model that we should all apply to deliver a future for us. So it is a great honor here to be here with you today. I feel I am personally a benefactor from his leadership, certainly a benefactor from the vision that is now the Surface Navy. Please join me in a toast to Admiral Meyer. To Rear Admiral Laney Meyer, father of Aegis. Thank you. Okay, we're going to cut this beautiful cake, right? Who's the youngest person in the audience? It's not me. All right, I want to get Admiral Martello up here and Admiral Moore. And Admiral Hill.